Sergeant Bruce reporting. You are watching a sporting event called an automobile race. The drivers are all professional, the best in the world. In addition to that, their cars are in perfect mechanical condition. Yet an insurance company would call these drivers a bad risk. Why? Because speed multiplies their chances for an accident. The person who says he's a fast but safe driver shows poor judgment. And a few rules of physics will prove it. One of the common driver faults is the failure to apply the laws of physics to driving. Let's apply this science to the problem of speed. At 20 miles an hour, after your foot has reached the brake, it will take you 21 feet to come to a stop. At twice the speed, 40 miles per hour, you might expect to be able to bring your car to a halt in twice this distance. But no, not twice. Almost 4 times the braking distance. Now let's triple the original speed. We'll try 60 miles per hour. You see what happens? At 60 miles an hour, 3 times our original 20 miles an hour, it will take you almost 9 times the distance to bring your car to a stop. And this is one law you've got to obey. There's nothing you can do to change it. Now, just what is a safe speed? According to Webster, the word safe means free from injury or risk. If that's the case, a safe speed in this area would be one at which the driver, considering his reaction and stopping time, has his car under complete control at all times, and the driver is able to check on all possible situations. He knows that that bicycle over in the driveway means that children may be near. But the school in the distance has a playground, and it's a sure thing there'll be a game of some kind going on. When youngsters play, one of them is apt to dart into the street at any time. Therefore, the driver, who has some kids to worry about, slows down even below the legal speed limit here. In open country, we can travel faster with safety. But that still doesn't permit excessive speeds. We still look for clues. For example, there is a farm. That means that Farmer Brown might be pulling a load of cattle or hay onto the highway from a road on his property. We can't see what is around the curve ahead, so we slow down a little. Even if we continue at the maximum speed allowed by state law, we may not be driving safely. In general, we can say that any speed is unsafe which fails to consider the nature of the highway, the density of traffic, the weather, the unseen hazards, and the condition of the driver. 50 or 55 is safe right now for this driver. His car is in good shape and he has new tires. The highway is clear far ahead. But if it were raining, he should slow down. 55 would no longer be safe. Someone asked me the other day, why, if speed is so dangerous, are they building new cars faster each year? The answer is, the manufacturers don't recommend that you travel at 100 miles an hour. New cars are built that way for power, not speed. I know the temptation is there for any driver to step on it when he gets the chance. But the next time you get that urge, just remember, you're multiplying your chances for an accident. The driver in this accident was in a big hurry. He was going fishing. He drove too fast. He didn't think. Now he's going to the hospital. He'll have plenty of time to think. At 40 miles an hour, the impact with a solid object is the same as if the car had been pushed off a 4-story building. At 60 miles an hour, it crashes as hard as if it had been driven over a 120-foot precipice. that was an example of what I'm about to show you. Here are the next 72 automobiles to be involved in traffic accidents. In these 72 accidents, one person will be killed if the accident occurs while the cars are going under 40 miles an hour. If an accident occurs while the cars are going over 40 miles an hour, 5 will be killed. So your chance of surviving an accident decreases with each additional mile of speed you put on the speedometer. Never forget that a safe speed is a relative thing. It depends on the weather, the traffic congestion or lack of it, the location, which limits visibility and makes steering more difficult, or any locations where pedestrians and particularly children are likely to be. Speeding is a two-edged sword. It makes an accident more probable, and at the same time, it makes death more certain. Speeding is always the driver's fault because it is premeditated and deliberate on the part of the driver. 1 out of every 3 fatal accidents involves a speed violation, which means that in 1 out of 3 cases, the driver took a chance with death and lost. If you want to live and let live, slow down.